All right, legends, how is everybody doing? Make sure to absolutely destroy the like button on your way in. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, pure technical analysis. Today we'll be going through Ethereum as well, guys. I got a nice, fresh, clean chart. We are going to do the analysis together on Ethereum because I am extremely bullish on Ethereum on this pullback. I think it's a great buying opportunity. Of course, yes, we have Grayscale selling all over 10% of Ethereum. Guys, this is just a little bit of lower time frame, short time frame selling pressure. We'll be going through the pure technical analysis, guys. We did get a huge major bounce, right? It is a huge bounce. It's a bounce of over $1,500 since we created this double bottom, okay? Let's go right away through the comment section. Let's stop this right away and make sure to destroy the like button. I want to go through the comment section, guys. Let's go right away. Say hello to the beautiful community. And we are going to focus today on, mainly Bitcoin technical analysis, of course, as always. We did create a double bottom where we had the daily level, okay? We worked, it was just, it was a scenario, without a doubt. It was still a scenario that we could have created a double bottom where we had that daily level, right? It was a scenario mentioned in today's video update as well. Of course, we do have the liquidity beneath this higher low that we have over here. Also great levels over here of confluence with this higher low. However, the double bottom in this area was definitely a possibility. This was mentioned in today's video update where we talked about a possible double bottom with this range, okay? So, at this level here where we had the daily at $63,800, it was very much a possibility that you could double bottom from that level and get the rise, okay? We're talking about possible levels of support, but I was excited about this range. If we were to get a liquidity grab from the low, I would say it was a great, good, long opportunity, right? Create that local double bottom here at this level. So let's go right away through the comment section. Let's put a little bit of drum and bass. I don't know why this music comes up. We want a little bit of sweet, light drum and bass, right, guys? So overall, it was a scenario. This was mentioned on today's video update. We talk about different levels, different possibilities, okay? If we were to get a breakdown, well, we talk about major levels of importance, but overall here as well, talking about the possibility of that local double bottom, right? Which did happen when we do take a look at the chart of Bitcoin on the lower time frames, right? We always need to consider if the lows are going to be claimed and we recover, it's already a good zone to speculate on a long position. So we are getting this bounce right now. Is this bounce powerful? Is it only a relief rally liquidation event? Are we going to go to lower levels or are we going to start rallying from here? We do have the Bitcoin conference happening today during the weekend as well in Nashville, and we have, oh my goodness, it's pretty crazy the amount of people that are talking, right? Bitcoin 2024 conference is starting today in Nashville, and the speakers lineup is looking insane. We have Donald Trump, Robert F. Kennedy, Cathie Wood, Michael Saylor. This is a worldwide known conference, and this, without a doubt, can create a little bit of hype, of course. All right, so we're getting Bitcoin getting that really nice reversal sign here with a nice little bounce that was created today. So we are bouncing pretty nicely after getting that sweep. We did get a bit of a liquidity grab. When we take a look at the liquidity heat map, there was still some more liquidity beneath $63,500. But overall, we did get one, quick sweep of the lows and created that local double bottom that was definitely a possibility after this consolidation. It was definitely possible, guys. Let's just leave it that way. We were talking about lower levels, but the local double bottom here at this daily was also a significant long opportunity, as mentioned in today's video update, right? It was the most local scenario. I don't usually talk about local scenarios on the YouTube update. That is more reserved for the Legends trading community that was also mentioned, okay, that double bottom that had to happen, that could happen, all right, with the price of Bitcoin here at this daily level. And we got a beautiful bounce of, over $2,000 from that swing failure pattern, right? Double bottom. So hopefully some of you guys did enter that long position, getting a significant bounce. Most importantly now, where is the price going to see some resistance? What levels do we need to break to actually confirm that we are going to go to higher levels, right? So we're going to talk about that, or levels that we could just form a lower high, all right, and then still continue to the downside. There is a bullish case scenario, and it kind of is in confluence with the Bitcoin conference starting today. This is bullish. This could bring some FOMO depending on what they say, okay? Imagine Donald Trump saying, hey, Bitcoin, is going to become a reserve currency, right, in the US. I don't know. You just imagine, right? That would obviously ignite the price of Bitcoin to get a major, major pump. And there is a bullish case scenario, of course, okay? There is a bullish case scenario, which is bouncing from this level to claim the highs. I do not deny that. There is an Elliott wave theory scenario here where we could claim the highs one more time. And I'm just going to go quickly through that scenario, okay, which is basically creating this 1-2 right over here. And we have formed a third wave, okay, already with 5 waves. And this means that we are in, possibly we are in a 4th wave formation, right? I know it sounds a little bit crazy. I know you might think, you must be crackers. I don't see this scenario playing out. But, this without a doubt could be a 1-2, 1-2. You got 3, 4, 5, okay, in a third wave. And now you've retraced to a common target zone, all right, which is that 382 Fibonacci. I mean, you're not quite tapping it, but 236 is kind of a minimum requirement for a wave 4. And the question is, this corrective move that has happened during the last couple of days, right? This does look, it is a little bit more complex. I wouldn't say it's just a classic ABC structure, but what I do like about this move, when you take a look at the extension, that is when it looks extremely interesting, because you can take a look at this extension from this pivot high, all right, to this pivot low right there. You got a nice little bounce over here, and you're basically getting the reaction at the 1-to-1 extension, right? A little bit of volatility beneath that level, but it's a 1-to-1, okay, kind of corrective wave, which is very much possible. So it's without a doubt in the cards that we could be seeing Bitcoin going to higher levels. There is the bearish case scenario, of course, that, obviously this is just a little bounce. We're not going to get too excited. We're starting to face some very interesting resistance right now as we speak. It's the point of control value area high of this trading zone. So without a doubt, Bitcoin is getting a reaction here during the last hour at this level. And local double tops here is good for an attempt for a short position, right? I'm trying to attempt a short position here at this range, but I'm very defensive because I do see a significant bounce. Re-FOMO, we have the Bitcoin conference live today already that could ignite some big major pumps, okay? So overall, trying to be very defensive, local double tops, attempting a short position right over here with these wicks, okay, as well, because we are at resistance and we are getting a reaction. So yeah, it looks like we want to get a push here though, right? You got a local double top, you got a back test of that level as well. So, this is starting to look okay for a short. If we do move up from here and reject, for me, it's another okay short position. Let's see if we do get this live and we do get a fake out from these local highs. And that would just be another attempt to get into a short position and look for this corrective move. What is interesting here locally, guys, is that we do have a little bit of local market structure break, right? You got higher, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high right there, right? So you could be looking for a squeeze up here and then a corrective move. That is not if the corrective move is happening right now. And you do have a chance in forming a higher low to form another wave here to the upside, right? Just looking at the local market structure. So this zone is resistance without a doubt. Attempts for shorts with these local double tops or even a triple top. I would be happy if the price does push up here and create another triple top right there. If we do reject from these local highs, I do see a pretty significant move down, at least to the range high, right? These levels of resistance that we have had today is obviously a good take profit zone if you're attempting a short position, right? You do have a $1,000 move down from this pivot to this area, and without a doubt we have formed a little bit of volume here in this zone, right? So this would be kind of the take profit zone. Let's take a look at the VWAP. Yeah, if you are attempting a short position here at these highs when we are getting this reaction, a take profit one should be the VWAP and the point of control area. And basically these highs that could provide some resistance, the VWAP, the point of control of this range that we formed today. So without a doubt, it's a take profit one. This is a great shorting zone, guys. As we're creating these wicks and these local double tops at the higher time frame level of resistance, hey, we got to say it is an acceptable short position where we're currently at. Of course, trying to get in at the highest level possible as you do create those double tops, because you do have the point of control, right? Only the double and triple tops, right? You're getting a reaction. It's okay. And just be patient for the highs to be claimed, because they are, you're in an uptrend right now. You're getting the reaction. You can get that chop, 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 and then down, right? And when we create that choppy price action is when you want to be ready for that sniper short position, right? And get that nice little move down. That is if we do get the move down. This is some pretty nice higher time frame resistance levels, right? Where we're trying to break this high volume node, which, we're attempting to move to higher levels. So anyway, let's go through the comment section. Let's talk about as well, what would be a sign of strength for Bitcoin. We would have to get above, in my personal opinion. I mean, let's get a fixed volume profile here from this entire range. Yeah, we're kind of trying to break above this point of control zone, right, from last week. It is attempting to break out. It wants to, but it's struggling. So it could fail miserably, guys. This is why this zone is acceptable for attempting some shorts. Let's take a look at, what would be a sign of strength. Without a doubt, breaking out from just a simple lower high resistance trend line. This simple lower high resistance trend line, just, get some simple things on the chart. Already, if we are seeing this as an impulsive move down, right? Either in a 1-2-1-2 and you creating the third wave, that should be much more impulsive to the downside. I mean, you could be creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. And this is impulsive still to the downside. If we overlap, if we do get above these lows over here in the next 1 to 2 days, and we have an attempt in breaking out the trend line, this is already going to be looking bullish for me. If we do get a significant rise above this level, I will be looking for long positions on the retracement, because I do see the price recovering back up to the highs if we get above this major level, because this movement down will no longer look impulsive if you start breaking the levels of support, okay, and the lower high resistance trend line. You just have a high chance that this is just going to continue to the upside with or without some major pullbacks. That would be a clear sign of strength of the price action. If we do get that rise above the valley area low, just getting above these lows already would be a significant sign of strength. I would be looking for the price to get that momentum to the upside, right? Keeping it simple just with the price action here, guys. That then we could be looking at this scenario right over here, right? We could be definitely looking at this scenario right over here, where we have formed a fourth wave already with this movement down as this has been a third wave, right? All of this has been a third wave completion. It's definitely possible. These local double bottoms are there to speculate, guys. This is just like on the live stream that we mentioned 2 days ago. We mentioned a great short and a great long position at this area where we had the local double bottom for a take profit at this high and short this high right over here. These are nice scalp day trades where you just long and you short. And this is the same scenario right over here, where you're looking for the local double bottom. And right now with this choppy price action, hey, I'm attempting some short positions. If we claim the high again and we reject from this local high, guys, I'm going to short I'm going to short it. Okay. So if we do get that break above this high, you know, we might get another wick, boom, and then come down to the VWAP for a take profit one. I am looking for this. The price is getting a reaction. This is what we like. We are in a local uptrend. We just need to be defensive and realize that you could claim the high one more time. So you remain patient and you are defensive if you did short at this zone. You're right, with tight stop losses or very small break-even zone, right? And if you wait for the highs to be claimed and you reject from it, you got another attempt here because the price is getting a reaction. So, and if you just break through, then you enjoy the price action to the upside, especially if you're in some long positions here after this, you know, double bottom swing failure pattern. You know, we long and we short. We're getting the pump right now. Let's see if we do pump all the way up to the highs, because I do see these highs, you know, possibly creating a swing failure pattern. Okay, let's see if that does happen now in the next coming minutes. And look for that quick short position. Let's go right away through the comment section as we do enjoy the price action. I want to talk about Ethereum as well, guys. I want to explain why this pullback on Ethereum for me is extremely bullish, okay? It's extremely bullish. It has to do with the impulsive waves and this corrective wave that has happened during the last 4 months, that this pullback is for me the opportunity zone. All right, it is the opportunity zone. Ethereum got a beautiful double bottom here locally as well. Let's see if we do manage to consolidate here at this level, start recovering in the next 1 to 2 days. We might get another leg down. If we do retest that low, it's another long opportunity, guys. I do see this. This ain't the moment to panic, guys. It ain't the moment to panic. We had the ETF trading live just a couple of days ago. It was a bit of a sell the news event. What a major dump. We got a dump of almost 10% in the last 2 days, right? So it's just classic. It's a sell the news event. Stock market was getting a major dip today or as well. The last 24 hours, stock market was correcting quite aggressively in the last 24 to 48 hours. Look at this CME gap that we do have. Look at the gap that we have also on the S&P 500. This is why gaps, you know, it doesn't mean that we need to fill them, but it provides support. Once you see the low of the gap, look how crazy this support has been. The low of the gap on the S&P 500 has provided insane support today. And the reason why of this big major bounce as well is because we have had news today, GDP growth rate, which has been higher than expected. It was 1.4% last month, and now it's 2.8%, which has been a major increase, right? The forecast was 2.5, so it was 0.3% more than expected. 2.8% GDP growth. Bring it on. This is good for the markets. Markets had a major rebound, as we can see. And this was exactly as we were getting to the CME gap here on the S&P 500, right? Pretty nice. You know, pretty curious. This is something that we do see, you know, many times. CME gaps, they are just, you know, they just provide support. They provide support. I'm really not interested in we need to fill the CME futures gap on Bitcoin or a gap on the S&P 500, because if you are waiting for that gap to be filled, you're missing out on a major rally, right? For several weeks. So we've filled the gap now on the S&P 500, the one that we had here from June. So it doesn't really matter when the gap is going to get filled. Just focus on the local technical analysis. And just remember that the CME gap can provide support, right? Either the high of the gap or the low of the gap. And this is why we focus on that on Bitcoin, right? We do know that we do have a CME futures gap on Bitcoin. And if we were to drop down aggressively in the coming days, just for speculation, just say that we do come down. I'm not saying that we are, but just say that we do come down to that level. I will be paying attention to the low of the gap and the high of the gap, all right? And also adding some confluence at that zone to realize that, hey, the gaps are support, either the highs or the low on the short term or in the long term. It doesn't matter, but a local bounce on the highs could happen and then you fill it. But nevertheless, you're looking for this to be support as well. So I want to do a bit of Ethereum, guys. I want to do a bit of Ethereum today. I'm not sure if you guys want some pure technical analysis on Ethereum. We're going to talk about daily levels, weekly levels, naked pointer controls, Elliott wave theory, understanding, why this retracement down is the zone. In my opinion, I really do see this as a wave one, wave two. Ethereum's going to rocket in the next coming weeks. Okay. I want to give that explanation, and I want to ask the people in the comment section, shall we do focus TA more on, I'm just going to ask the community, shall we do analysis on Ethereum? Just say yes or no, guys, on the poll. Shall we do analysis on Ethereum? Let me know, guys, on the poll. And if you say no, then I want to focus more on Bitcoin. We can focus more on Bitcoin, okay? Because it is going to take some time. I want to do this fresh from zero with you, so you realize how to do the analysis from scratch, right? We got a nice blank chart, and I'm giving this as a present, right? Just say that you wake up in the morning and you're curious on how I would start off getting the levels, realizing where we at, and where are the next levels, basically looking for a trading opportunity from zero with a complete blank chart, right? None of those dodgy lines everywhere and random boxes, right, like you see on many different, none of this, right? Actually talking about the major levels where we have high volume, daily, weekly, monthly, and doing the fresh analysis from scratch, guys. Let me know in the comment section on the poll, right? We're going to take a look at that in the next coming minutes. However, first of all, we're going to go through the comment section. Yeah, live TA, Jeffrey, how are you doing? Thanks for joining the stream. Aditya, my brother, thanks for joining. Hi, Andy Legend, second like here. Frank, thank you. Ahmed, Ben, Alan, good evening. Jason, hello everyone. And most important, the man himself, Andy. Jason, thanks for joining, my brother. Hope you're doing well. I hope everybody is doing well. 80K next week, Andy says, 𝗬𝗄𝗽𝗃. We got somebody very bullish in the comment section. Without a doubt, guys, I still believe that this reaccumulation schematic is, hey, it's still in play. This is something that we've been talking about during the last few weeks since we created the lows, right? Looking at, hey guys, we could be at a spring point here on the reaccumulation schematic, right? This does look very, very juicy and interesting. And I think we are very much on the road of this. This has just been a major pullback, that we've had. Could we go lower? Absolutely yes, guys. Absolutely yes, we could go lower. This is why we just need to be cautious and be very selective with our trading opportunities, right? This was a double bottom. It was an acceptable double bottom swing failure pattern that was mentioned in today's video update. Of course, on an update, we talk about higher time frame levels. We talk about 61,700. We talk about 60K. We talk about much higher time frame levels, just to be aware of what are the levels that could form a reaction and get a bounce, right? Or get a rejection. But more locally, right? We didn't get much more moves today. We just swept the lows from this range at $63,800. We got a major sweep of the lows, and now is where we're getting that bounce to $65,000, right? So let's go. Good evening from Turkey, says Linda. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Ark. Aditya, my brother. Angela. Hi, Andy from Colorado. Absolutely amazing. Really want to go to Colorado. The 𝗬𝗲𝗏. How are you doing, Andy? One of the best and rational traders in the crazy world. Yeah, I really like ranges, guys. Ranges, you know, really nice ranges. When we do get some volatility, I'm like, woo, let's talk about, you know, support levels that we have here. But when we form a little bit of a range, yeah, without a doubt, you know, I very much enjoy the ranges because they're very, very high predictable, right? They're very highly predictable, just like we mentioned on a live stream. You know, this point right over here, right? This high over here, this low. It's like, hey, come on, we can get a wick down, fail to break out, come back up to the highs. And this high right over here has this point of control. You know, if we reject from this point, it's a really good shorting opportunity back down to the low. You take profit here. It doesn't matter. You take profit here. You know, we talk about local target zones. This is day trading. So, yeah, this was absolutely beautiful, right? Really highly predictable. The low and the high. Bang, bang. So, I really like ranges. Ranges is my cup of tea instead of large volatility. Aloha, Valerie. How are you doing? Pragmatic. Above 66. Above 66K. If we do get above 66K, in the next, you know, 1 to 2 days, right? Just say that we do manage to move up from here. I want to talk about local levels of support and the local levels of resistance. I mean, if we do claim that high, guys, and reject from it, I think it's a good scalp short. Let's analyze the very low time frames, because we could get that rise to the highs and reject from it without a doubt. There is some very strong local resistance at this zone. We're kind of above this point of control, that. We're kind of above this point of control. Let's see if we do get, let's see how this pushes up here. Locally, we're still kind of, yeah, we want to take those highs. We're likely going to take them in the next coming minutes. So getting above 66K for me would be very bullish. It would be very bullish, because the main reason why is this downtrend that we formed. We really do not want to, you know, if you're counting this as an impulsive move, you do not want to start overlapping the support levels, right, as resistance. If you get above this low right over here and you start breaking the trend line, right, in the next coming days, trend line getting above this low, acceptance back above this value area low, this is going to be insanely bullish. You know, any pullback from this point, I will be very, very carefully looking at local levels of support to just continue this uptrend that is likely going to take the highs in the end. Okay, so that would be a clear sign of strength, getting above this, you know, the $66,000 range. Let's continue here with the comment section. Only 45 likes, guys. Make sure to destroy the like button if you do enjoy the content, the technical analysis, the video updates, the live streams, talking about the next level scenarios, risk management, you name it, right? Fresh technical analysis on Ethereum. We have most of the people saying, yes, we want fresh technical analysis on Ethereum. I just want to wait patiently to see if this high is claimed on the price of Bitcoin, because it could definitely form a quick liquidity grab, you know, and a quick rejection, right? Form a 3 peaks and you're coming back down to the lows of the range. That would it's very rangy. We are getting a reaction. I would target at least these lows, right? I would target, it's a classic move, boom, bang, back down, right? It's just I've seen it many times. Of course, it could fail, but the risk management is just massive. It's great. I love the risk management with this possible trading setup, right? You're just looking for a possible move down, sweep up these lows and go down to the VWAP. It's just such a classic move. And if you get stopped out, it is what it is. It doesn't matter. You look for the next trade, in between today and tomorrow. There's opportunities every single day. You just need to manage your risk as always, okay? Manage your risk and you will still be in the game for many years. And, those trades that do play out are just going to be bank, right? They're just going to go in the bank. Let's go right away. We've got over 140 votes. 74% of the people say yes. We've got 26% of people saying no. No technical analysis on Ethereum. Ethereum TA, yes please, says Mike. Let's go. We got some altcoins here, guys. I want to do proper analysis on Ethereum, how I would do it from scratch, okay? I mainly do Bitcoin and basically Bitcoin, right? I just do Bitcoin technical analysis. I've been doing a bit of Chainlink technical analysis. Chainlink's looking, oh my goodness, this is looking so good, guys. This is looking so good. I have a very big bag. I'm not going to say I hope you do have as well. Chainlink looks boring, but I think Chainlink is, has to be one of the best cryptos that there is out there with real world use, right? Providing real world data into the blockchain. I know it looks boring. I know it looks crap. You might think, Chainlink is a boring, cryptocurrency. But when this goes, it's gonna go, guys. It's gonna go and it's gonna absolutely rip. And I will be very much waiting patiently for that day. Anyway, let's focus with Ethereum. Nobody cares about Chainlink, only me. So let's just go with BTC is taking that high. Not quite yet. Yeah, like I said, it might create not quite yet, but it's very likely going to take it. Very likely. We got the 0.88 Fibonacci, which is my new favorite resistance Fibonacci level. Which is basically, it hasn't quite been hit yet. I mean, if we reject from here, then it is what it is. But taking that high and rejecting would be the ideal. And if you just break through, guys, I would be enjoying very much, looking at the price action, going to higher levels. Let's get another level here if we do break through. If we do break through from here, we do have this order block. I mean, this is a great order block on the 1 hourly time frame, right? The highs and the lows right there. This is why we're also getting resistance, right? From this area, we're getting a reaction because we have this order block just before the drop. Would I consider a swing failure pattern from this local high on the 1 hourly time frame? That is the question. We'll be a little bit cautious right there. You do have the 618. I mean, if the price does shoot up here, guys, so say we don't get a local double top and the price is just very punchy and it starts getting a movement up, the best level of rejection for a scalp is where we have the 618 Fibonacci from this local drop, because it is where we have the top of this order block, right? The top of this high for a quick liquidity grab and a rejection. So yeah, it is without a doubt an interesting level. This level is the 65,550 to 650, right? Where we have the 618 Fibonacci from this local drop that we've had today. Okay, so let's focus with Ethereum technical analysis. Me too, RM3, how are you doing? What do I think about 𝗕𝗶𝗴? I have no idea. 𝗬𝗫 is breaking out. Don't tell me this because I've been eyeing 𝗬𝗫 these last few days. Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted here with the comment section, but 𝗬𝗫, I mean 𝗬𝗫, oh my goodness, this is up big time in the last few days, even couple of weeks. 𝗬𝗫 is up about 60% in 2 weeks. 𝗬𝗫 is a great crypto, okay? It is a very good, solid crypto. I don't have it in my portfolio, but it's one I'm considering to add. And, we're going to run out of time, right? Once this starts moving, I mean, let's see if we do get another drop on these altcoins, get a bit more of a, bearish momentum, let this descending wedge continue till we finally get the breakout. Just very similar to what happened in 2023, right? Let it cook here, let it boil, and then get the breakout. I just really want to get in at very low levels on altcoins, guys, because the thing about DCAing on altcoins right now is that you buy them and then you're down 20%, right? And, you know, I want to put 10K or 20K dollars on one of these altcoins, and 𝗬𝗍 definitely has it definitely has the opportunity of me investing in 𝗬𝗍. Okay, it would have been nice just a couple of weeks ago with that dip when we were trading at about 7-8 cents. It was a great buying zone. Nice little dip right there. If we are lucky, I would buy the next dip. I would DCA the next dip. I'm not going to take the chance again and missing out, because, you know, at some point this is just it's going to rocket. Okay. It's a very solid project, payment system. It's got a lot of partnerships. You know, if you are looking for a solid cryptocurrency, this definitely has, very much good partnerships, good roadmap. I think it's a great crypto project, and this one will do very well. Will it do a 10x? Will it do a 50x? I just see it doing some significant returns, and I know and I realize where there is a good buying zone. So anyway, let's focus on Ethereum, guys. Sorry about that, but you know, if you're looking for a good crypto project that could give you some returns, no financial advice. This is only my personal opinion, and one that I do want to add into the bag. 𝗬𝗍 is without a doubt a good project. Polkadot bottom is in, says Arc97. Come on, guys. 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗫 looks bullish. 𝗖𝗿𝗆, I got a huge bag of 𝗖𝗿𝗆. I got a couple of million 𝗖𝗿𝗆 tokens. Let's see if this one does well or not. My goodness, this is taking the hit. You know, I'm really speculating. This one is going to get the mainnet live. I'm not sure if it's going to be this year. It might be in 2025. But wow, this is getting absolutely destroyed. It is a very brutal descending wedge, but the selling pressure is getting exhausted on this, right? I've been buying here at the 6 cent level, okay? The 0.006, sorry, not 6 cents, 0.006. I mean, this is without a doubt a great speculation. You know, this is a great blockchain project. Mainnet is still not live, but they're working on it, and it will come live potentially in the coming months or in 2025. Once it does, it's going to bring some hype, okay? That's only one of my risky altcoins that I'm betting on. It might fail miserably as a project. It might fail, guys. You know, there's no guarantee on this, but it's one that I've enjoyed doing the research, and I think, you know, this one, you know, if you want to buy low, you know, it can't get much lower than this. You know, it can't get much lower than this. And if you're in the negative like I am, okay, I'm in the negative on this one slightly, not much. You know, once this takes off, the returns can be massive. They can be massive, okay? So it's just going to take some time. We might be another few weeks, another few months with a bit of this descending wedge, but selling pressure is really getting exhausted. I didn't like the distribution of the tokens. The distribution of the tokens were not the best looking ones, okay? But overall, I do see this doing very well, and this is a long-term bet, okay, as an investment. Let's focus on Ethereum. Sorry about that. 𝗬𝗍𝗫. Can you do 𝗬𝗍𝗫? My goodness, guys. I got some altcoins here, and today I really want to focus as well with the comment section. Take a look at your favorite altcoins. I've been really just focusing on Bitcoin through the last few days, and I really want to take a look at some altcoins for you guys, for the community. Someone's saying here that Polkadot is bottoming out. Polkadot, guys, hey, it hasn't been the best performer with this rally that we've had during the last several months, right? During November, October, December of 2023 till March, right? I mean, we did get it was okay. It was over 100% pump. And it's getting a really nice pullback. This, you know, if you want to buy low, I think this is a great zone to start DCAing in, guys. We are getting a pullback here on Polkadot. You know, this is the classic descending wedge where you are going to see the selling pressure getting exhausted, whether you get another dip down or not, and you're going to start going sideways, and then you're going to start, you know, this is a clear bullish sign. You know, then you're going to see it start recovering very aggressively. It's going to happen, guys. It's going to happen sooner rather than later, and without a doubt, these are great levels. You know, I'm surprised we've got a major dip on Polkadot. And with Elliott wave theory, it looks absolutely amazing. It really looks amazing. Very difficult to speculate, but looking at Polkadot from the lows created in October, you got the first wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and you got a pretty explosive wave 5. You haven't got the wave 4 overlapping the first wave. Thank goodness for that. But this is the only way I would count this on Polkadot. We had a very explosive 5th wave, which is very much acceptable as long as the 3rd wave is not smaller. And what you have here is, oh my goodness, it's just a classic corrective move. I'm going to give my price prediction for the next coming months on Polkadot, guys. With this move, you got a nice ABC corrective move right there. I don't know why this is changing colors all the time. You're retracing down to already the 70%, 7.8 Fibonacci. Forming this wedge formation, guys. This corrective move is going to end very soon. It's going to end very, very soon. Very, very soon. I haven't got any Polkadot myself. I am considering. I mean, this will not bring massive gains if you're looking for a 20-30x. But if you're looking for a simple 5x to 10x, possibly in the next coming months, entering into 2025, you have the chance here. You really have the chance here. I mean, no financial advice. Obviously, I'm not doing I'm not saying to go and buy this, guys. I'm no financial advice ever on the channel, but this does look insanely bullish. Insanely bullish. We got the dump, guys. We got a major drop during April, during May. You won't believe it, guys. You won't believe it till it is bullish. You won't believe it till you're bullish, right? Once you're pumping, you say, yeah, it's bullish. Let's all buy Polkadot at $14, right? When you could have bought at the $5 range. It's this. Yeah, what can I say, guys? What can I say? What can I say? It just looks incredible. Without a doubt, in the wave 2 here of a much larger, extensive 3rd wave, which is going to be great. It's going to be great to watch. It's going to be great to watch because let's talk about the local levels where Polkadot is very likely to hit in the next coming. Yeah, I mean, you're at least looking at $20 in the next coming months. Possibly to $22, $23, depending on how that 3rd wave can extend. But as a minimum target, I'm looking at $20 for Polkadot in the next coming months. That is almost getting a 4x risk to reward from current price levels. Whether it does continue into September, guys, it doesn't matter. Let's take a look at the timing. Let's take a look at the timing. And don't be surprised when this happens, okay? So let's take a look at the timing from this impulsive move right now, because timing is very important. The 1-to-1 time extension is sitting the 3rd week of August. So in between August and you got November here. You got a couple of months. This is when I expect a huge, massive reversal. The timing from the wave 1 to the timing of the wave 2, we're getting very, very close to the end to cross the 1-to-1. And when you cross the 1-to-1, it's like, okay, that's it. You could be ready for the reversal, starting from August, mid-August, right? Let's see if we do get a dip, maybe dip beneath the $5. That would be insane buying opportunity, without a doubt. Okay, so overall, from in between August and November is where I expect a huge, massive reversal, right? We've got a range of 2-3 months here. But yeah, without a doubt, guys, without a doubt, the selling pressure is getting exhausted. You might get one more dip to the low. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But overall, the selling pressure is getting extremely exhausted. This is why you form these wedgie structures. These wedgie structures is selling pressure getting exhausted. This wedgie structure, and hey, We mentioned Polkadot on a live stream back in November of 2023 saying, guys, this is going to explode out. If you check out one of those live streams from back in November, you know, who remembers, who's been here, who's been a subscriber for the last 6 months, 7 months, and remembers, okay, has been joining the live streams about talking about Polkadot. I know Aditya, because Aditya is a moderator, he's in here, about being bullish here on Polkadot and saying that this is going to absolutely rip, and actually predicting this third wave impulsive move. Who remembers about this, guys? Coming all the way up to the 1.618 extension on Polkadot, expecting going from $5 to $8 in a matter of weeks after the breakout of this wedge. You can check those live streams, you know, back in November of 2023. You will see in a live stream me talking about Polkadot and talking about the target zones. So yeah, this is the same, you know, and I was very, very clear on the, just like Chainlink, okay? Just like Chainlink, I mentioned Chainlink accumulation schematic here, where we had the spring point, and I was saying that whoever hasn't got into Chainlink in this zone will have another opportunity again in between $8 and $11 after this major pump. So, you know, this is the second and last opportunity before the market goes. It's going to leave without you. It's going to go without you, okay? This was predicted based on the reaccumulation, based on Elliott wave theory, based on the waves. And, you know, this is going to bottom out and it's going to go in the next coming months. So take it with a pinch of salt, guys. Take it with a pinch of salt. Don't be scared with more pullbacks here, because I'm telling you, we'll come back to talk about it in the next live stream, in the next live streams, right? In the next coming months. I really want to, I'm not that kind of guy that goes, you know, hey, we mentioned this. I'm going to look for the videos, guys, if you want, on the live streams talking about this being an insane buying opportunity. Also on Polkadot, talking about this point in November. Guys, this is going to go. And talking about target zones as well, right? To take profit. We have the same thing here for Polkadot. It looks, I'm really considering buying, because I do have some cash on the sidelines, and I'm considering Polkadot. I'm considering 𝗬𝗄𝗽. Anyway, let's go right away. Andy Sui undervalued while had an update today. I know, I did see this Sui update. One of our researchers as well has talked about Sui. We've got someone that is providing research every single day, guys, in the Legends community. Also, you do have the free Legends community that provides the research, and he does insane altcoin research. And Sui is also one that is in the radar, and it's extremely undervalued. It's extremely undervalued. I mean, the drop, you know, no major recovery. You know, I've even got the Fibonacci. We've just bounced from the 0.88. Sui looks insane with this pullback. It's still pretty aggressive. It is still quite aggressive. I usually like to see a little bit of a wedgie structure that is kind of going sideways, right? Kind of going sideways a little bit. This is still quite aggressive downtrend, okay? It's still pretty aggressive. But overall, if we do start going a little slightly sideways, start breaking some trends here, then without a doubt, it will be looking quite bullish. But yeah, not much. It's still quite aggressive. It's got a very, very aggressive downtrend. You know, usually the wedges that I like to look is this, right? I like to take a look at these a bit more sideways. The lower lows are going, you know, they're not too aggressive. Lower lows are squeezing here. And that is when you realize that you're going to get the pop. And when you take a look at this downtrend and the lower lows, it looks quite aggressive still, in my opinion. It does look quite aggressive. What I would like to see is another descending wedge here inside of the wedge right, going sideways like this, then that would be looking absolutely insane, right? If you do start forming this kind of price action, then I'll be like, wait, this looks really, really good. This is going to pop. So yeah, still looks a little bit aggressive, but I think Sui is a pretty decent project. I haven't done much research myself. Just read a small little article from the researcher in the Legends community, but it's a good project without a doubt. Guys, it is time for Ethereum. It is time for Ethereum. Let's take a look at Ethereum. What's going on with Ethereum? Let's go right away with Ethereum, guys. Let's do the proper technical analysis here for this live stream on Ethereum, realizing where the price could get a major bounce. Okay, let's start off with the daily level. I know we love altcoins, guys. We've taken a look at a few altcoins. Let's take a look at Ethereum, because Ethereum, ETF is live right now, trading live in the US. And we've got the first major drop, sell the news event. We got Grayscale selling, 10% of the Ethereum holdings. They have a lot of Ethereum, okay? There could be a little bit more selling pressure, from their side. I'm not sure how much Grayscale has on Ethereum, but they do have a big chunk. They do have a big chunk. How do you find Grayscale here? I had it the other day. I think they have over $10 billion worth of Ethereum. Mt. Gox distribution is, it's going lower. This was just at $6 billion worth of Bitcoin. So the distribution is continuing. It was at 90,000 Bitcoin yesterday, 85,000 today. We do have Kraken. There's a lot of stuff, guys. I'm being a bit messy today with the news and stuff. But what is curious is that we have seen the distribution of Mt. Gox, right? And I like this guy. He's cool. Shout out to him. He says, after the Mt. Gox creditors repayment, all global time zones have passed. Kraken's spot Bitcoin trading volumes and exchange flows are normal. The instant dump you worried about didn't occur, he says. Well, I mean, we did drop down a little bit on Bitcoin, but overall, he's saying that there's not much selling pressure on, you can see that obviously with the data after those Bitcoin being distributed from Mt. Gox to some centralized exchanges, one of them being Kraken. So it's like they're not selling. The people that have been receiving those Bitcoin on Kraken, they are not selling, right? You would expect, if you get your Bitcoin, right, from Mt. Gox from 6-7 years ago, right, more than that, almost 10 years ago, you would say a lot of people are just going to receive the Bitcoin and just sell it, right? And there could be thousands and thousands of Bitcoin being sold, but that is not happening, right? As they're receiving the Bitcoin, people are willing to hold those Bitcoin, which is pretty curious. 𝗬𝗍 is the Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Let's take a look at that. Thank you for that. Yeah, I've got, completely 𝗬𝗍. But I think we're not going to see it. We're not going to see it here. 𝗬𝗍. We do not see it here. I had it before Grayscale. It's another ticker symbol. It's another ticker symbol here to look at it on Arkham. Where you do see the holdings of the different, institutions, businesses, where they hold their Bitcoin, their Ethereum. But I know they have over $10 billion worth of Ethereum, and they did sell a chunk in the last 24 hours. 8.9 billion of Ethereum, says Aditya. Yeah, Grayscale has 8.9 billion. So yeah, around about 10 billion almost. So they have been selling a bit of that chunk of the Ethereum. So anyway, let's do some technical analysis, guys, on Ethereum. Let's do it from scratch, from zero, nothing on the chart here. And we're just going to zoom out on the monthly time frame. We're going to start off with Ethereum on the monthly time frame and mark those insane levels, right? First of all, monthly levels. We got a beautiful bounce from that monthly, also very likely a weekly. We've got a few levels here. Let's mark here monthly level down over here. I like to put this, me personally, in this kind of purpley color and mark that monthly level. Okay, let's talk about let's just mark the levels here live on the live stream. And then we're going to focus on lower time frames. Don't worry about that, but we're going to mark those higher time frame big levels of resistance and support. For me, these are the most important. Right there, we've got a monthly level that hasn't been tapped. Another one up here. Let's go to the weekly time frame. Then we're going to go to the daily. Let's just mark those levels. Got monthly level down here. Sorry, a weekly level. Weekly level that did get an epic bounce. This got an epic bounce. The main reason why we got the bounce is because we had a weekly level down here, guys. Look at this weekly level, how it got a beautiful reaction on the higher time frame. Massive bounce here on Ethereum just a couple of weeks ago when we did hit that monthly level here at $3,000, $2,930 to be more exact. So we've got another one right there. Wouldn't be too sure if we're going to go all the way down here to this weekly level on Ethereum. No weekly here, no weekly here. Look how these weekly levels have been respected nicely, guys. This is why these levels are very important. You got a weekly close and open right there. You form a weekly level. It's not on the chart right now because we already tapped it. You tapped the weekly level, big rejection, right? You even had another weekly level that was rejected right over here, right? When you had this weekly close and open, the next week you came and claimed it back down, guys. This is why these weekly closes and opens are extremely important. Let's zoom in on the daily time frame and mark those daily levels. And I do have a few daily levels already marked here. We almost came down to tap this daily level, slightly front run. But we do have another daily level right over here just from the drop that we had in the last couple of days. So we got a daily level all the way up here. Let's mark that daily level. And we just front runned this daily level on Ethereum by a few dollars. Now let's take a look at naked point of controls. All right, let's create here. Let's get these daily levels inside. We're going to mark the weekly levels. Okay, we want to have them organized here, guys, on the right. Be organized, not like me that I'm very not organized. Mark those levels. Okay, have them here on the chart, organized. I got two weekly. Okay, now we've got the two monthly levels that we want to put on a folder as well. This is just a little bit of a bit of a masterclass, right? A bit of a masterclass how we are charting Ethereum, and then we're going to come to the conclusion of where we do have some major opportunities. We're going to add Elliott wave theory later on. Let's find some naked pointer controls. Now, how would we want to look for some naked pointer controls, guys? Make sure to smash up the like button for this, fresh analysis on Ethereum. Right from zero. Smash up the like button, guys, because this is a little bit of a live stream masterclass on how we are looking at the important levels on the higher time frame. And also we're going to start looking at some naked pointer controls. Okay, so let's go right away here and start off with the monthly time frame as well for those naked pointer controls, right? Then we go to the weekly and all the way down to the daily and analyze what are the most important levels. Let's take a look here. The easiest way on TradingView to look at naked pointer controls is look at the large candlesticks that have some room and they haven't been tapped, right? So in this case, we're looking at this monthly level right over here and looking at the volume profile. Yeah, you can see that naked point of control was beautifully respected just a couple of months ago in April, right? You got a high volume node, you tried to break it, major rise here that we had the next month. So we do not have a naked point of control right there on Ethereum. We'll zoom in later on and let's take a look at the previous month. Let's take a look at the previous month. See where we do have that high volume node. Yeah, we already got rejected from that naked monthly point of control. Look at this. We got that naked point of control getting the rejection here the last few days, right, as resistance. So there's no naked monthly point of controls here on Ethereum. Let's dive in here right away to the weekly time frame. and mark those weekly naked point of controls. Let's take a look at the first week of July. This still hasn't been filled. Ooh, we were just about. This is in Confluence where we do have the daily level. Oh my goodness, the low can be very close for Ethereum. This is a huge level that was not hit. We got the previous week where we have a beautiful weekly naked point of control, okay? Which is basically the high volume node from that week. From this candlestick, the highest volume node is sitting right over there. And I think we do have a daily level exactly at the weekly naked point of control. Ooh, looking very good, guys. You know, this is looking pretty good. And this is in confluence with the Elliott wave analysis. Looking very interesting indeed. Looking very interesting indeed. Let's take a look at some daily naked point of controls as well. We're just going to mark them as naked point of control. Let's see the previous day. Let's see yesterday. We do have a naked point of control here on Ethereum, which is all the way up here. It's just a normal daily naked point of control. We just mark that here in the pink. That's from previous day. We can look at these dailies right there. There is one right over here as well that has not been tapped. We got another naked point of control. Let's take a look at the next day right over here. Yeah, we haven't got any here, okay? This is just more price action to the upside. So I want to put this on a folder. No more naked point of controls here locally. So let's put this in a folder. We like to try and be organized at least, naked point of controls, and put them on the folder here of naked point of controls so we can pop them out here on the chart. So we got some levels here already. We got some naked point of controls, monthly, weekly, daily levels on Ethereum. And oh, this looks very interesting, guys. That weekly naked point of control and the daily level, it looks like we could go down and catch that zone. I am going to say, guys, a local double bottom here as well on Ethereum is very much a possibility to get a bounce. We're getting a drop now on Ethereum. What's happening with Bitcoin? Yeah, Bitcoin didn't quite hit those highs. Just front runned it by a few dollars. We did not claim the highs here in the end. But it means that we could move up there and claim them later on. Okay, so we just need to be patient. Ethereum. I want to get the fixed volume profile and analyze this range over here. Yeah, I mean, that's where we have the weekly naked point of control. Massive level, guys. This is a massive level. We also have a daily level that hasn't been tapped. If we do get acceptance, if we test that daily and that weekly naked point of control and get acceptance back above, I'm looking for a, this is the zone where we could get a reaction and start bouncing in the next coming days, guys. It's a great level. This is a zone where I'm going to be looking very carefully how we claim the lows to look for that epic long position on Ethereum. Okay, I'm in a very small Ethereum long from lower. Already took some profits, but I am interested again in that long position. So there's a very high confluence level here. Okay, let's talk about some higher time frames and analyze the waves here, because me personally, I do see this as a 1-2-1-2 looking at Elliott wave theory. What does a 1-2-1-2 mean? Well, Elliott wave theory, we have, usually 5 waves as an impulse to the upside or to the downside. But inside of the wave 3, you could form a smaller wave 1, right? You could be forming a wave 1, then 2, and then move to the upside, right? So the whole theory about a 1-2-1-2, it means that the second 1-2 is the first 1-2 from the wave 3. So here's where you come with the conclusion of, this is a very big bounce, formed a higher low, pretty clear that is a first wave to the upside. And then you got this one right over here, just slightly getting above but then forming a higher low. So you need to come to the conclusion that this is a double 1-2. There's just no other scenario. This is just not a, you know, could it be an ABC on the larger time frame? Well, yeah, that's another thing, but we should be creating another high anyway, right? So if you are speculating on this 1-2 and you got a blast off 3 here, you know, this has to be the low for this. It has to be the low. We're expecting a 5th wave, and this is only the 3rd wave. Okay, this would only be the 3rd wave from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially, right? Continuing here into the bull run. Let's just change this color into a light blue or a green. I'm not sure if this color is visible on the chart, but you know, this is the speculation that there is right now looking at Ethereum. So yeah, I do believe that we are still inside of that 3rd wave. We are still inside of this 3rd wave here, just purely based on what happened here. What's happened here with Ethereum. And what I absolutely love about this is the wave 2. This wave 2, it's been, oh my goodness, you know, this is, yeah, you know, hey, look. It's a zigzag. It's an ABC, right? We cannot argue about this. This is, you know, we cannot argue that this has been a 3-wave structure. And when we zoom in here to this price action, we've had a flat. This is an ABC flat because we didn't quite take the low. I mean, potentially on other exchanges we took this low. Potentially on other exchanges, we did take that low. I haven't checked. But overall, it doesn't really matter because what has happened here with Ethereum is that you have broken this downtrend structure that we've had during the last few weeks. It would be extremely rare. I am really looking for longs in this area, guys, to be honest, because I do see this consolidation as a flat ABC, right? As a running flat. You know, B wave not quite taking the high, of course. You know, you'd have a running flat right over there. And, you know, it's just, I'm going to take a look at the timing here 1 second. Let's take a look at the timing from this, because timing is very important. You at least want from the low created to the high, you want to cross the 382 in timing, which is this red vertical line. 618 already, and 1-to-1 potentially all the way to the 1-to-1. So it's normal that this corrective structure has taken so many months, because it took, you know, 4 or 5 months, from even more, right? 6 months from this low for this impulsive move. The corrective structures take, you know, easily as long as the impulse. Okay, so it's completely natural to have a very multi-monthly corrective move. So I do see the high chance here, and it would be a little bit. There is a chance that we're still inside of the C wave. All right, let's be honest here. This could be the case. Because as long as you're not overlapping the first wave here, which is right down over here at this point, as long as you're not getting below the 2,500, you still can correct significantly here on Ethereum. So if we do take a look at Fibonacci from that pivot low, and we are speculating here on this wave, I mean, wow, look at the 50%. 50% has, which is a common wave 4 target. Most commonly, it is the lowest point for a wave 4. And that is where we've got the bounces here in April from the 50%. It's like, you know, the price knows that the 50% needs to be the low, right? You don't want to get to the 618. You're getting very close to the pivot high here of the wave 1. It's like, I do see a high chance that the low of the C wave is here. And that has to do with this local structure as well that we've moved to the, that's happened in, in June. And this has this has formed a higher high locally on the structure. Just by doing this, you have a confirmed higher high. This downtrend that we've had in between May and June has been flipped with this higher high that we've had during the last few days, because it did get above from this lower high from the 1st of July. So that is already a great sign. And this pullback, we're going to have to be a little bit patient, guys. Of course, we could reverse very aggressively. For me, this is an acceptable swing long position. I am already in a small swing long position. I would, have a small position open and, stop loss, give or take a bit of room, because you are targeting the highs, right? You are targeting the highs in the next coming weeks. This is going to take a long time. This is a boring swing trade, but you are basically looking for this in the next coming weeks, right? Potentially a couple of months. Well, I'm really looking at this zone to maintain our support here. It does look very, very good. Very, very, very good. And oh my goodness, we're just a few dollars away from that naked weekly point of control, okay, and the daily level. Yeah, it looks very, very good. Very, very good. You got that daily and the weekly naked point of control. I mean, let's focus a little bit more locally here and analyze this range. It is the 382 Fibonacci as well. I mean, you could back test the 382 Fibonacci from this pivot low, pivot high. You got 50%. You got I wouldn't say it's a major level, of course, because you pierced through it many, many times. I wouldn't take it into consideration, to be honest. But zooming in here, it's an aggressive pullback, without a doubt. It's very aggressive. It is a very, very aggressive pullback. The only thing I am concerned, all right? The only thing I am concerned, I'm going to check the reaction here, guys, at this zone in the next coming days for Ethereum. I think this zone, if it does hold in the coming days, of course, if we do break through down, then we have the daily naked point of control, which is sitting right over here at 2,960. And that would be pulling back down. Remember, this could be a wave 2. This could definitely be a wave 2 right over here. And wave 2s can retrace all the way down to even the 0.88 Fibonacci. You don't want to see that, obviously, but it can do so. Oh my goodness, the 618 Fibonacci is also sitting where we have the weekly naked point of control and the daily. I mean, this zone, without a doubt, is the reaction zone, guys. If we start to dance around here in the coming days, this is the swing long position. If we dance around at the $3,000 zone in, between today and tomorrow and, basically the weekend, it's going to be a massive, massive bounce. There's going to be a massive bounce at this level, guys. If we start dancing around here at this zone, you have the 61865 golden pocket with the weekly naked point of control and the daily level. It's a really high confluence zone. You like that weekly NPOC. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. I would even consider a local double bottom. I would consider a local double bottom here. Want to be a little bit cautious. Bitcoin is in a downtrend, but yeah, without a doubt, it could be a whoop and then recovery back to the highs. Pay attention to this move down. This could happen in the next coming hours. Sweep up the lows. You got the weekly naked point of control, the daily, the 61865 to get the reaction. And if you do get back above the lows, this is going to be your moment to pull the trigger. It's just very similar to what happened to Bitcoin, right? when screw you, Bitcoin. We did not claim the highs. It's moving down now. Yeah, basically what happened here, right? Where you have the sweep of the lows. If you sweep the lows and you get acceptance back above, you're going to have a few minutes to decide if you want to enter that trade, because if not, the price is going to leave without you. So Ethereum, you know, we possibly got this scenario here happening on Ethereum, all right? And if we do break down, there's no reaction, guys. There's no trade, right? If you do break down, you know, this is a high confluent zone that we need to see the reaction. We need to see the lows being claimed and recovered. That is the moment that you can trigger that position, right? But if you just break down, then the next level that I am looking at, which has high confluence as well, is the 7/8 Fibonacci with that daily naked point of control, right? Which is basically the fixed range from this zone. Right, it's the 8th of July daily naked point of control. You've got a high volume node here, which is sitting where we have the 7/8 Fibonacci. I mean, that would be like the ultimate zone for Ethereum to get a reaction and then start bouncing from this level in the next coming weeks. Okay, but looking for long, guys, I think this dip is an opportunity to look for long positions. For the higher time frame, right? This is not looking for a day trade. This is looking for that ultimate bounce for the next coming weeks. Okay, so there's two big major levels: the 61865, which we have a lot of confluence, and we do also have the 7/8, where we have that daily naked point of control. Okay, so overall, looking for a reversal, not scared at all. Just trading the charts, guys, you know, purely based on technical analysis and the high probability movements. If we do take a look at a fixed volume profile from this range, yeah, I mean, we've got the resistance at the point of control, right? I think we did mention this on a live stream or somewhere, that Ethereum looks very similar to Bitcoin, where it's hitting the point of control of the entire range of March till July, right? So we've got a big pullback from that level here the last couple of days. Value area low is still all the way down here. It's where we got the bounce here just a few weeks ago. So it looks promising, guys. Let's see how the movement down happens. If we do get a consolidation, we'll be updating about this in the next coming days. But those are the levels on Ethereum. We've got the $3,000 range to form a consolidation, test the lows, recover, you know, get a bit of sideways momentum, just like this, right? If we start forming this kind of price action that we formed last week right over here, guys, it's going to be time for the reversal, right? Just like here, we reversed, we got a pump, and we got the reaction. We dropped. We get the reaction here, guys, at this zone of these confluence levels in the next coming days. We're going to be looking for a big fat reversal, okay? So we'll get those swing long positions ready for the price of Ethereum. Now it's still in a downtrend. It looks like we want to test those lows. Has extreme high probability. It's just going to do that right now as we speak, guys. Could we create that swing failure pattern? Dragos, good morning. Andy, where do you see BTC dominance stopping? Bitcoin dominance stopping. We're just claiming those lows, guys. Let's see if we do get, you know, this might create a big major wick down, which is just doing right now. Big major wick down. So we get that move. We're just testing those lows as we speak. We just tap that naked point of control, guys. It might get one volatile wick down. If you enter a position, make sure for it to be small-ish, because this is the zone where I expect a wick, right? You want a bit of a sweep and then recover. This is just gently tapping the low right now, which is still acceptable. We just tap that weekly naked point of control and the daily. It's still an acceptable long position. Still an acceptable long position. Go with Ethereum US dollar chart here. We're going to get into a small position here on Ethereum. We do expect that wick. I'm not going to put a stop loss on this. Maybe a little bit far away. Yeah, not putting a stop here. Just going to leave it. We'll put a stop later on, but it does look very, very interesting to get a bounce. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is coming down to sweep these lows over here. It's getting to a high volume node. I think the point of control on Bitcoin is where we do have the value area high, sorry, of this zone. Getting a little bit of a reaction here. There is a high chance that Bitcoin can form a higher low right at this point, because of the local downtrend structure. This has been a breakout of the structure. You could get a reaction here at this zone and then come back up to the highs. Just because you've broken just easy structure right there, you know, you could form a higher low at this point and get a recovery back up. Yeah, Ethereum already getting that reaction. You know, if you, I would say that, you know, take it as a small long position here. Just beautiful, claim the low. We hit that weekly naked point of control and the daily very nicely. You know, would be a little bit defensive on that. You know, I mean, we could come back down, sweep up the lows again. I would be looking for another wick down. It's going to be looking very, very interesting to see. It's a very, 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 very small liquidity grab here from the lows. This is this area I really want to see a larger wick down. Okay, it would be we could be expecting that. You need to manage risk very well, and if we do get a nice sweep of the lows, right, get an attempt in breaking down, and then look for the rally to sweep up the highs of this mini range of today, which would be your first target zone if you're scalping this. But I'm overall looking at swing long positions as well for Ethereum from this point. And it was a very gentle tap, right? I really want to see a wick. I want to see a wick beneath the level, and then you're looking for the long, right? Get that liquidity beneath this level, and then rise and get the liquidity from the lower highs of today. So, you know, would see a possible move down here. Let's not much, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed the Ethereum technical analysis from scratch. You know, taking a look at the levels. You know, in that level is just getting a small little reaction. Like I said, you know, it could get another move down and sweep up the lows a little bit more, but I would still be ready for that long. And still be ready, guys. This is what could happen. You have a gentle tap, first of all, and then you have the next one that gets the big sweep, right? Big sweeps are much better for an instant reversal. Small little taps, yeah, it's a very, very gentle, very, very gentle tap. Bitcoin dominance is rising. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance right away. And the bull run is ending. Yes, it is. It is. It looks like it with this drop. It's just been a corrective move, guys. The chart looks incredibly bullish when we're looking at the higher time frame still. Huh? It looks very, very bullish. We've got the reaccumulation schematic. I would be happy for the price to come down to 59K. It would still be looking very damn good. Bitcoin dominance. What is Bitcoin dominance doing, guys? Make sure to destroy the like button if you enjoy the technical analysis, the risk management, how you want to manage your risk very, very carefully, guys. You need to smash up the like button. Anybody that is not trading as well, my favorite platform is Bybit. You also have 𝗖𝗄𝗃𝗍, but you also have Bluffing, guys. This is a no KYC platform. People that don't want to give their identification, they're extremely legit. Proof of reserves, which is very important for an exchange, and you have the best bonus available with the link down below. Okay, you got $80,000 deposit bonus, right? The more you trade and deposit, the more airdrops you're going to get of free money that you can use for trading and keep those profits from that free money that you're using for your trading. Okay, you got the link down below, guys. Bluffing is a great alternative from Bybit and 𝗖𝗃𝗍, as it's a no KYC platform. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. This is what we're going to take a look at. What's going on? What's going on with the Bitcoin dominance? Legends, the uptrend is continuing to go and go. Holy moly, what is going on? Hey, what happened to the drum and bass? Put it back on again. Phew. But altcoins are not getting too much of a nasty hit, right? Well, Ethereum is a little bit. What about Chainlink? Yeah, they are dropping a little bit. We got the Bitcoin dominance getting a significant rise during the last few days. Well, that is pretty crazy. Especially today. What's going on? My goodness. Maybe this has to do with the... Does it have to do with the conference? Conference is live, I think, already. Because it started at 5 o'clock Eastern time in the US. I think it's around about that time there. Not too sure, to be honest. But Bitcoin dominance. It's still, guys, this is just bringing a great opportunity for the altcoins, okay? Great opportunity for the altcoins. It's still in an uptrend. This, you know, like I said, we are in an uptrend, but this is going to top out at some point. It's going to top out and it's going to start reversing in the coming months. It's going to start reversing in the coming months, guys, bringing us an insane altcoin season. It's going to happen, guys. So this is just going to bring a great opportunity to scoop up some of your favorite crypto legit projects to buy at cheaper levels, okay? Legends. BTC is high while Ethereum is at resistance. Big altcoin pump coming. Absolutely. Dragos. Absolutely. Hi, Andy. Hope you're doing good. Have you done a live trade as well or just an analysis? Yeah, live trade as well. Yeah, on Ethereum. Yes, sir. Small little speculative long position on Ethereum, which could get another wick down, okay, from this level. Ethereum. What a major bounce is happening. Yeah, just entered this long position on Ethereum. Let's see if we do get a significant rise. Would be nice. Very defensive, just catching that liquidity grab. And I'm very much aware that we could get another movement down. Let's see if we scoop up here. Bitcoin getting a pretty nice bounce from this value area high of the range. Yeah, if you want to enjoy the Ethereum technical analysis, guys, make sure to check it out. I've done it through this live stream. This is a zone where I expect choppiness. We might, you know, have another attempt to break out, but it is a zone where I expect sideways momentum. If sideways momentum happens in the next 1 to 2 days, it will be looking very good. If we break down from here, the next big major level is that naked point of control at $2,970, and I would be expecting a reaction at that zone. You know, I am still quite bullish on the, you know, even though we've corrected down here, guys. You know, this is likely going to bottom out at some point, either in this zone in the next coming days or either this zone, okay? So it's a matter of being patient if we're looking for those swing long positions, to check here where we're getting that reaction and look for the swing long position, all right, for the next coming weeks. And if we just break down, guys, well, it's we're just going to have to look for that possibility of forming a much larger C wave, because we could correct to lower levels here. We could correct to lower levels, basically down to the 50618 Fibonacci, which is $2,500 as a max level here for this corrective move. BTC always dumping on the conference week. Yes, sir. The bottom is zero. Sell all your crypto now, says Oz. Absolutely. Anyway, legends, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Make sure to stay safe with your trading. Thank you very much. Smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we do this every single day. Thank you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.